Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 99. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and cheap date, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is date nights at Disneyland.
This is your night tonight.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Roll the intro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday and happy Valentine's Day, more or less. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
It's Valentine's Day already?
Monday.
Oh, man. That came up so quick, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I got everything ready.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I might have to like wrap a box, but ready to go. So
nice.
Video people already know, but we are audio only this week. But
yes, sir.
That's what people come here for, our sweet, sweet voices. They're, we'll call them floral vases. So let's get a vase for these flowers with
Mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, references, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and my favorite, YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show and to message us, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram or email us at tramminpodcast@gmail.com. You can find all these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. So it's time for You're Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments. Rain, cue that corrections music, please. So there are no corrections.
Oh, gee, it was a perfect week.
Yeah.
You were good. Dude, hey, congratulations.
Thank
that
you.
was
Thank you.
A great episode. It was awesome and very entertaining. I listened to the whole thing surprisingly.
Yeah, maybe. Ouch. No, okay. So yeah, maybe I'll give a little peek behind the curtain for everyone. Yeah, I asked for so we knew like a little bit ahead of time it was gonna be just me. Of course, we're gonna put out the episode. So I asked for everyone's opinions and everything. So it's not just like, here's Kirk's rant for an hour 40 or whatever it is. And also, we could get other opinions. So I'm kind of talking to people or whatever it is. And shout out to Kimmy again, because she sent that guide. And I wasn't going to read the guide.
The Valentine's Day or the date night guide, right?
Yeah. But then I was like, oh, I could just make fun of this, which I did. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Right. Sorry for that short music, everyone. Yeah. So let's get in some news. So I got some headlines for you guys. First headline: can I see your ID and vaccine card, please? DCA is 21 and can now drink at DCA. So,
oh man, dude, I thought for a second that we're gonna have to show our vaccine cards, which isn't a problem, but
I knew that like a bunch of people definitely thought that, but no, because I tried to go to a bar Friday it was my cousin's birthday, and people were playing loud music outside. You can't hear that, can you?
No, we're good.
Yeah, it's not even coming through. Cool. So we all had vaccine cards, masks, all that, but we couldn't get in just because there were too many of us. But yeah, they asked. I'm like, how weird, because it's Pasadena. I'm used to Orange County. People are still kind of masked up in Orange County, but they're not checking the cards.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But
whatever.
On what is it, February 15th or so? Then the mandate ends.
The mandate ends for California.
Which means Orange County is going to follow suit.
Yeah, but I know Disneyland they did it because of CDC. They did it before California. So I don't know, but they might just be like, okay, time has come. But the time has come for DCA's 21st birthday. So happy birthday, DCA.
Crazy.
We do love you. First drinks on us. So next headline, celebrate soulfully. I did not come up with this. This is what it's called. So you could celebrate Black History Month with music artists and visual artists throughout downtown Disney and the Grand Californian Hotel. And Celebrate Gospel will be at the Fantasyland Theater February 19th. And then February 26th, there will be the Singers of Soul. I don't know if this is part of Celebrate Gospel or not, but that's kind of what I
awesome.
gleaned. Yeah.
Either way. So the Singers of Soul is the band, right?
Yeah, because there's a few people in it or that are part of it. I was kind of confused by the headline, and there's a lot going on at Disneyland. So it's Magic Key Holder Celebration Month. It is Black History Month, just like in general. The Lunar New Year's going on. So it's kind of like
there's a lot of stuff going on.
They had to spread all this out. So next. This is cool. We saw a jazz band in Grand California. I forgot what they were called. It was like Indigo something. It was cool.
And where in Grand California do they perform? In the middle of the lobby?
Where Oogie Boogie's gingerbread house is.
Okay. Got it.
So next headline, some couples aren't meant to stay together. So you know the Valentine's swirl, which is watermelon and cherry Dole Whip? You can
Yes, I do.
You can separate them. So
can you?
So I'm curious about the cherry, but I just want a watermelon Dole Whip. Like that's it. I think I'm gonna do that Monday. So excited for that.
That sounds delicious.
And what's up?
No, nothing. I was just thinking like they're all non-dairy, right? Like there is no dairy in any of the Dole Whips.
There shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think they're all like sorbet-ish or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So next headline and last headline. I want to tram it with you. Security has been reversed at the Pixar Pals and Mickey and Friends parking structure. So now you go down the escalators and you go through security. You're still walking, but the trams are coming back. Don't be surprised if they're back as this airs, days after. Yeah. But yeah, I'm guessing you walk to the right now instead of the left.
Yeah, I hated that super long walk.
Stupid loop.
This is the whole roundabout that you were doing.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for them to come back.
Yeah. So it's definitely happening. So things are kind of back to normal. So really excited for that. So it's actually time for
Kev's concoctions with Kirk and Rain.
So I know you can't taste it, Rain. I'm sorry, but
it's all right.
It is because there are 6 beers in the fridge.
6 beers?
Yeah. So we fell behind on the last series.
Yeah.
So I finished that last one. Kev was just like, just do it, and then he gave me. So we had 3 ready to go like last week, but then he already finished the next batch. So I'm like, okay, let me know what this is. So in this series, this is the Peach series. It's the wrong phone. So that's the tram phone. There are 2 flavored ones and a normal one. So I thought, okay, if Rain's back here, we'll do the flavored one. So I'm gonna just do the normal. You know, like the
dude. When I come back, we're gonna have like a flight.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And I don't think he's stopping. So.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's see. This was brewed with country peach juice from Trader Joe's mixed with barley powder, fermented with 2 different yeast strains. It's like he brought them together for Valentine's Day. So I've got my...
So is yeast vegan?
Depends on who you ask. It is not an animal. Bacteria is its own like thing. So you guys can't see this, but I have a Pim's beaker. So I may get another one of these and Rain could drink out of it too. A lot of sediment. Long story, Kev. Don't worry about it. So to DCA. Cheers.
To DCA.
Clink. Ooh. Okay. So you've had my my sparkling water, right, Rain? This peach nectarine.
Yes. The rain ones.
Yeah. So this doesn't have. Yeah. This is This tastes like an unripe peach, which is probably a good thing. So it's like a, maybe actually more like a nectarine, but it's peach. They're the same thing, right? So it's like imagine like a hard peach with just like not sour, but like a light beer flavor, like a blonde ale maybe, or an amber, maybe an amber.
Yeah.
So it's not sweet at all, but a nice full flavor. So I saw the other ones. I think it's like a banana peach.
Dude, so are they like all like individually labeled?
Yeah, so like, he reuses plastic bottles.
I see.
Of sparkling ice. So he washes them out and does whatever to them, and then he just puts like a piece of masking tape and writes on it. Yeah. So
that's a true brewer for you right there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's working at a true brewery now. So, yeah. So thank you, Kev. That was pretty good. So it's actually already time for our Big Thunder topic of the week. It's so weird not doing video cues.
Yeah,
but
it is.
The Big Thunder topic of the week is date nights at Disneyland. So, some of us, the two of us at least, are in relationships, and you have those nights where it's like it's date night,
Yeah.
Not like will you go on a date with me? That's a separate thing. This is like it's not just like we're just we're going down to Disneyland today, whatever. Totally different. So I thought we'd take some notes on what we like to do, what some listeners like to do, how those nights are different. Let's get a little comfy cozy for Valentine's Day.
So these nights are like we're talking about nights where we have nothing to do, right? You have nothing planned. See, that's the one big thing I miss about the no reservation system is the spontaneity. I mean, of course, everyone misses the spontaneity, but those nights when you're not doing anything, you can just go.
Yeah.
It kind of is the same right now for the most part because all reservations are pretty much open. But that's typically when I go to these nights the most. Is there's no plans, nothing's going on. We don't really plan for this like a week in advance or anything. It just happens.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely nights I have planned to be like, date night-ish. But then sometimes, you get there, you just know. You just know that vibe. So let's see. Hold on. I want to turn off some lights. It's hot. Maybe I'll leave those on. Turn the front ones off. Spooky. So, yeah. So let's start off with I feel like what defines a date night most is food, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about some restaurants, some reservations, that type of thing. So I put a little box. What's a little ask box, and what did I write, Rain?
Dude, we got some good results.
Yeah, I want to see what I wrote. Favorite Disney date night activities or some do's and don'ts. So Kimmy wrote in, make reservations. Yes, make reservations.
Big time.
So I think these are all the ones that take reservations. I mean, there are others, but no one's going to wank. I have a joke for that one. So, Cafe Orleans, the lunch date. I feel like, and Christian writes in, some beignets are always a classic. So that's, kind of attached. They the same beignets, but Cafe Orleans, I feel like this is it's a daytime date thing.
It's a 3 p.m. Meal. Yeah. Like last time Brandy and I went, I got the Monte Cristo. How's that even a question? Sorry. And Brandy got like some shrimp and grits or whatever, but the perfect 3 o'clock date, dude. Even, I don't know. It just feels weird going to Cafe Orleans for dinner. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but.
Well, right now that menu is pretty limited. So maybe
is
that's
it?
Right. That you can't even buy the fries.
Oh, that's right. That's
is
right.
Weird.
Unless you get it with something, right?
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's pretty lame. Come on. But yeah, this is like because there's because it's out. Most of the seating is outside.
Yeah.
I've sat inside once, and that was like a decade ago.
It's because it's so tiny.
Yeah, there's like 5 tables in there. I don't even know what it looks like.
Do you remember the days of the beignet sandwiches? The fried chicken beignet sandwiches.
Yeah, Christine and I split that.
Oh my God, dude, that thing was so good.
See, that kind of tells you something about this place, because obviously that wasn't a date. But it's just you just go there. Like,
yeah.
We'll just go to lunch. But you can turn it into a lunch date if you must.
Yeah.
So
it kind of reminds me of like the Disneyland version of like a lemonade. You know, you know what I'm talking about? The like places that are in LA that like you can go eat a salad.
The restaurant lemonade. I'm like, this is some really like metaphysical. It's like the conceptual lemonade, you know? Yeah, no, I get you. Maybe a little more than that, because lemonade has like a Chipotle like. Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. Like it's just it's chill, but it's still like there's some rigmarole. You know, there's some restaurantness or whatever. Rain, did you freeze? I think you froze. This is awkward.
Dude, what the heck, man? It just went out.
So Rain's internet went out. Yeah, we're live again, Rain. I actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that'll be fun. That'll be fun, right? I did cut to make it a little easier for you, but
thank you.
Probably make the upload a little quicker. But yeah, because there was this whole. I think the last thing I said to you was rigmarole. Did you get that? Something about
and I was like having a whole conversation by myself.
That was the last thing I saw of you, and then you were just frozen. And then I was like, "Is Rain gone?" But yeah, you'll have to snip that in. But yeah, so I think that's all we have to say about Cafe Orleans. It's cool, but it's not the number one choice, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So next up is Lamplight Lounge, the chill date. So Kimmy wrote in, keep it casual unless you're going to Club 33. And Cody wrote in, do eat at Lamplight Lounge. This is fun.
Okay, this one's a little arguable for me.
Really?
I feel like if you go at the right time. Okay, maybe it's because I experienced this myself. The first time Brandy and I went to Disneyland, I've told the story before. We went and ate at Lamplight Lounge, and it was like the most romantic thing, dude. Like, maybe it was just for me. I don't know. But it was like 9:00 at night. You know, we had a few drinks. We saw World of Color all together for the first time. It was really nice. But it was later in the night. You go at like a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I don't know. And to tell you the truth, we still have reservations. Brandy and I, we have reservations on the day before my birthday for Lamplight. And I don't know if I'm going to keep them, but it's like, to me, yeah, I can see it as a chill date. But if you go late enough, you know, it could be.
You said that was the first time you guys went to Disneyland together?
Yeah.
How long had you been dating?
I had a Disney lull, dude. Like I didn't go for a while.
Yeah.
I think it was August. So we started dating in April and we went in August.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was like a good 4 months when I only went a couple times, and I think one was with you, or a couple times might have been with you.
Oh, Disneyland. I'm like, we're gonna go to Lamplight.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's different for us. Because the last time I went, it was really nice, but it was I feel like it's like not scary, you know, like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, no,
like
I get it.
It's no one's
it's
trying
very familiar.
No one's trying to impress anyone.
Right.
We're just here to, like, you're not that you put on a show, but you know, at a nice restaurant, you're like, your attitude's a little different.
It is.
You don't have the attitude at Lamplight.
Yeah.
But it feels special. like when you
Okay.
have the reservation. So that's what I would say.
I understand. I totally get it.
You
totally
definitely had a unique experience where, like, you know, lights out, you were down there, the world of color was going on. That's like,
Yeah.
you know, and that sticks with you, especially like early on in a relationship, right? So
Yeah.
okay, that's funny. We do have a different thing, but I am going. I will be there soon, and I'm excited for it. Like, because it's fun to be there. It's a fun date too, I think.
It is.
Because
It is.
you don't. There isn't a song and dance with the waiter. The waiter's just like, yeah, anything else you guys want? You know, like it's, now there are screaming children sometimes, but yeah, I do love Lamplight Lounge. But then you have Carthay Circle, the formal date.
That I would 100% agree with. 100%.
So
It's a to do when you go to Carthay.
yeah, so America wrote in, do get fancy reservations for a restaurant. Don't go with someone else's boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know what that means, but I mean, it has nothing to do with her. I know that. It's just, I'm like, what story have you heard? And what story do I hope you tell me this weekend? Yeah, don't do that. But Carthay Circle. That was, you know, I don't want to get too into anything because this is like, it's still Disneyland episode, but that was like the first like date Kimmy and I went on, and that was last Valentine's Day, you know, and that was really nice. I mean, that was the lounge back then, but we have been there since. But yeah, you feel different when you're there.
You do. What's funny is one of the first, man, I'm going back my pictures right now to see how far back it was with Brandy and I, but I remember it was just a random night, dude. Like right after, okay. The first time we went to Disneyland was in August. Oh no, I am so wrong on my dates here. The first time we went to Disneyland was in May. We started dating in April. The first time we went was in May. So I only had a couple months off. It wasn't too long.
So you guys went. Wait, now was Lamplight the second time you went to Disneyland then?
First time.
So that was in May.
That was in May,
Oh,
May
okay.
26th.
Oh, dude,
2019.
of course it felt super romantic. It's like the month in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
in a couple months later, in September, we randomly just went to Carthay. They had open reservations, completely random.
Dude, they used to all the time because it's so expensive.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is kind of bad, dude. This was on my mom's birthday. September 9th, we went to Carthay that night. Interesting. But I think it might have been the lounge. It was the lounge. That's where we went. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So back in the day, in the before 4 times, I went to the lounge with like a million different people, not like women, just like everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, let's go to the lounge. It was just open. So the lounge was like cool. Now the lounge requires reservations. So last year we had like nothing, right? So that I nailed that reservation because I snuck it into the system. I said it on the show. I remember that. And that when you get a Carthay Circle reservation, especially these days, like something feels like I did it. Like you feel special, you know?
Yeah. It looks like we actually got reservations in October. So, dude, every couple months we had a nice little Disney restaurant, and then I have a picture of Brandy in the waiting area to go up to Carthay. So, officially went to Carthay in October. The sparks are still popping off, dude. I mean, hey, they're still popping off. Don't get me wrong.
Its sparks are flying, but
yeah,
for sure, yeah. Yeah, when did we go? It was early on in this like Disneyland has opened thing. I don't even know how I got the reservation. I think I don't know, but I got it. But yeah, you go upstairs. There's the whole like Shirley Temple thing. You know, you see the hidden rooms. Yeah, it's nice dining. You know, you're gonna eat something that you wouldn't eat every day.
It's a nice experience. It feels really nice.
Yeah, it's cool too because I would say it's the nicest restaurant in one of our parks, besides Club 33, and the nicest regular restaurant. Like, it is nicer than Blue Bayou.
It is. I totally agree. Looking from the Blue Bayou from Pirates, it appears that Blue Bayou is nicer.
Yeah.
When you're actually in Blue Bayou, not as nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Carthay Circle is a fine dining restaurant. But should we move to Blue Bayou? Because we're speaking about it. Speaking of,
yeah.
Blue Bayou, the how did you get this reservation date? These days, dude, I've never
seen it. Brandy and I were just talking about that. We were like, we want to go. We want to go so bad. We constantly, dude, I'm looking all the way out. I think it's at April 9th right now. Nothing. And then I see random people like Cindy and Chris, the Brandy's cousin and best friend that we go to Disneyland all the time with, just randomly went to Blue Bayou on a Saturday. Have no idea how they got the reses. They just got it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I used that mouse dining thing once where it gives you a notification. It notified me at like 3:30 in the morning because that's when they go live. That morning, I actually, by accident, woke up at 4, probably to go to the bathroom. And I saw the email because it was on my mind, right? And I checked, already gone for the day that it was supposed to be.
That's ridiculous.
People are staying up till 4 in the morning or 3:30, I guess, to get a Blue Bayou reservation.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the whole Blue Bayou on a date. Now, I haven't been to Blue Bayou on a date, but I've been to Blue Bayou. And it's, the feeling when you're there is that, wow, I'm here. Not, wow, how romantic.
Yeah.
Because you're eating Cajun food. There's someone's asking you to throw them a bread roll. And then, you throw a glass at them instead.
And just up until recently, you weren't able to get alcohol.
Yeah. So it was just like a novelty.
Alcohol is typically a sign of fine dining, in my opinion. Like, it's either wine or some kind of cocktail. And before, it was just mint julep, which is fine, but like, I don't know. If I'm having a nice steak, I would like a glass of wine. Yeah.
But this is, you're going because of the novelty and the like self clout of like, I got this reservation.
Yeah.
That being said, I really do want to go there. But it's one of those, like, it'll happen when it happens, So, next up is Steakhouse 55, which is where did you get a time machine date?
The time traveler's wife.
Yeah. What? Yeah. This, again, I've been here with like family and friends, but this would be a good date.
It would. I'm still upset that I never had the opportunity to go.
Yeah. It's,
what's the other one called? Steakhouse 77, right?
Yeah. Is that still open?
I think it is still open. Yeah.
Okay. I think the thing about this, it's weird because I've just gone like literally family and friends. So it's like a different vibe, but it's like, you can't talk loud here. It's I mean,
it's one of those places.
You can, but you can't,
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, the chef has this thing he likes to make, but it's not on the menu, like that type. Like, like the chef is like a person who matters,
Right.
Yeah. Best thing I've had there. Well, okay. All their steaks come with bone marrow.
Really?
It's amazing. It's like
it's just like on the side.
They legit put a bone there with seasoned bone marrow with a little tiny spoon.
Huh.
You haven't lived until you've had bone marrow. You could have. What's funny is my dad used to eat in like Lebanon. It's not like a delicacy. It's like you got to chop the bone anyway.
Yeah.
So it's there. They do this.
I don't think I've ever had bone marrow.
It's good. It just tastes like the steak. Like it's not. It doesn't taste like blood. Because it's not blood. It's like a protein. I think it produces blood. Too far into that, but yeah, like last time I was there with my aunt and and the honorary aunts, and the chef did this thing where I think it was spinach. He flash fried the spinach, like threw it in oil and brought it back out, and it was like chips, but like Lay's chips, where it was like crispy, not crunch. Really
sounds good
with like seasoning or whatever. Yeah, but this is too bad. But It hasn't. Nothing's happened to it, right?
No, isn't it just an empty shell there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, but
Or they're making Goofy's Kitchen part of it.
Goofy's Kitchen's open though, which is the weird thing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. But this is one I definitely have not done. Sebastian writes in, going to Catal and getting a nice steak, then heading into Disneyland for a churro. Have you been to Catal?
I have not been to Catal. I've been to Uva Bar multiple times.
Of course.
But never to Catal.
Uva Bar does not feel like a date.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Uva Bar is like, it's good, but you don't really know why you're there. It just, it was like you felt like it, you know?
There's confusion. There is confusion for sure.
Yeah. But I do want to go to Catal. Kimmy and I actually had reservations for like Dapper Day, but then we canceled them because we were like, there's no point to this today. And we lucked out because we went later. But yeah, these are like the places you could get a reservation where you're like, I'm going to Disneyland on a date. And usually, do you eat first when you have these reservations? For date night.
For date night, usually yes. Unless it's like an awkward time. As an example, one of that Carthay Circle reservation I was talking about, I have my screenshot still saved in my photos, and I noticed it was at 8:10.
Yeah.
That's a little late. So we probably showed up at like 6, went on a couple things, hung out, and then went to Carthay.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, it's 100% you eat first and then walk around.
Yeah, actually, this next time I probably won't be eating first because it's a dinner time reservation. But yeah, but that'll be different. But yeah, and then, I mean, we can probably talk about this later, but sharing ice cream. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You don't share ice cream with friends. Just the 2 spoons and you don't.
Nope. No, that's gross.
Yeah, is it only cute because we've been told it's cute? You know what I mean?
To tell you the truth, we don't really share ice cream anymore, Brandy and I.
I've only done it once with Kimmy, and we
have in the past, but as of recent, Brandy and I have our dedicated ice creams that we enjoy, and we are okay with not sharing those. I'm a Rocky Road man, and she's a cookies and cream, or she's off the rails sometimes. Sometimes she gets strawberry. I'm always with the Rocky Road. I don't know why I never switch it up, but. So like when we go to Ghirardelli now, before maybe we would get like a big sundae or something. Now we just each get like an individual scoop of whatever we want.
I see. It's been a while since we've gotten ice cream. We usually will try each other's flavors though. But we always try new things. Well, I'm like a new thing trier. You
totally are.
Yeah.
I'm not.
If there's something new on the menu, that's the thing I'm getting. Even if I love something. It's like too bad me. Yeah, Kimmy will usually she does that split scoop at
it's at
Salt and Straw. So she'll get like one flavor she knows she likes and one like I'm gonna try this. You know?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's smart.
A little 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that type of thing. Yeah. So let's talk about some romantic rides. So Storybook Land Canal boats. And Kimmy wrote in, especially at night. You've done this, right?
Oh yeah, it's cute, dude.
Yeah,
it's cute. Going through those little arches.
Oh yeah, that's where
with the lights on it. Yeah, dude, it's like the stereotypical in a movie. I'm going through something romantic on a boat, minus the fact that there's a bunch of kids and stuff.
There's like a family, another couple, but they're like what are they called? Cyber goths, but like it's okay, you know. Happened to me once.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you know, you got what is a whole new world playing under the thing.
Yeah.
And then you know you have a cast member sitting like next to you saying, and
regardless though.
Yeah.
It is romantic.
And everyone knows. Everyone's a little quiet on that ride. You know, you just kind of let it happen. Yeah, there's something about that. I've always wanted to make like a reel / TikTok. Kimmy knows this, but I'm never gonna do it because it's just a lot. But I've always like, imagine you're on that ride, right? And you know what? I'm gonna save this for video someday. Nice. So sorry, everyone. You can think about this for the rest of your lives. because I'll forget. But yeah, I love this ride. I don't like waiting in line for this ride.
I don't wait in line for this ride.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I rarely get on it.
Yeah, but there is something about like, especially you see Casey Jr., but you don't hear the I think I can. Like you don't hear any of that creepy stuff. So it's like, oh look, there's a little train, these little baby plants. You hear Snow White singing in her little cottage. It's cute. It's cute, and it's like, but it's not icky cute. It's just you know. But next, I don't know. I feel like it is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, I have a feeling. I think I know why.
Why?
When you're going down a drop in darkness, 90% of the time you want to grab onto somebody.
This is not my reasoning, but but sure, run with that,
dude. Okay. Let's just picture this.
I'm not talking about like, okay. You and I had like different lives, so you can talk about your 16-year-old dating life. Go ahead.
You're 16 years old. You want to, get close to the girl. You're going down, and it's like, oh, I'm strong, man. You can hug me. And that's what typically happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I did not.
It's the Horror Nights thing.
I didn't do that either.
All 15-year-olds go to Horror Nights.
Yeah, I was. we were different kids, right? Yeah, I get you, but no, I think it's
dark.
It's dark, but not in the weird way. It's dark like the night is dark. Like
Haunted Mansion is the dark in the weird way. Going that and thinking that's romantic.
Yeah, that's dude. They're those
unless you're spooky.
Those horror movie people. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's more like it's dark. It's quiet. It's I think part of the darkness is that the world fades away. Like not the world, but like, the people around you, whatever, it kind of all fades away. And you just see, like, you're in that moment. You can't look out into the distance. It's dark. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. But this one, I don't know if you've done this. Mark Twain at night.
I have not.
This is something else, man.
I got to try this.
The first time I did it, I was alone. And then the next time I did it was with Kimmy. And there are fewer people, first of all. And then when you're going around, like the lights shimmer off the rivers of America. And you don't see like a billion people in the walkways.
Yeah.
Because that's a mood killer when you're like, ooh. Yeah. Like that's Dune 2 people, the mood killer.
I wonder if it's like a water thing too.
It's
because
it's a boat.
It's a boat thing.
It's a boat thing, man. Lots of boats. Like
the Love Boat.
What is it? Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love.
Is that a real thing, or is that in just movies and stuff?
I think it's just in movies.
I also don't go to fairs that often, so.
I guarantee you, there's like what's the old amusement park in New York?
Coney Island.
Coney Island. It's gonna be one of those things.
They don't have a Tunnel of Love. The swan-shaped boats,
The original Tunnel of Love is Ye Old Mill in the Minnesota State Fair.
So it is real. Okay. Yeah. It had to have come from somewhere, but I think it's that type of thing. Like, boats are soothing. They're relaxing. It's smooth. It's dark. And it's, it's like those quiet moments, like sitting on a bench under the stars, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
And Mark Twain, I think, is something like that because you're captive too, but there is no show. I mean, there is a little bit with the shaman and all that kind of stuff, but you're chilling. It's quiet. Yeah. You're not being like, there isn't like loud things just being thrown at you. There's no cannon like on the Columbia. So yeah, there's something about that. I think it's slow.
Yeah.
For some reason,
I gotta try this.
Yeah.
I really gotta try this.
Slow is romantic, slow dancing, taking it slow.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. That's about it. So I think those are, Storybook Land is for sure number one. But Mark Twain, that's a special one. You definitely got to try. All of you. This one, I don't know. How do you feel about The Little Mermaid?
The only part that I feel like is romantic is when you're falling back.
What about Kiss
And
the
you-
Girl? No.
It's cartoony romantic.
Okay, you know what? It's not romantic because this isn't just, hey, what's romantic at Disneyland?
Yeah.
You go on this ride at date night.
Yeah. You're appreciating love. How about that?
That's not what I mean. I mean, like for me, it's when you're there, it's a chill ride. So you're in date mode, you're kind of feeling cutesy or whatever, but you're not like, I'm not Mr.
the no
PDA
stress
or
rides.
anything. It's just like, yeah, you want to be chilling that whole time. So yeah, there's usually no line. You don't feel like theme parky. You feel like, oh, okay, we're doing this cool thing. It's relaxing. But this one, of course, Peter Pan's Flight. Is there? It's the stars, right?
It's a star. Stars, water, dark equals romance and love.
Yeah, and the floating, flying.
Yeah, maybe that one a little more so because it's like when you're in love, they say you have wings. It's like Cupid shot you. No. Oh, or is that just Red Bull? I don't know.
That's Red. Yeah, that's Red Bull. I
Like
just
you're
like
floating.
how we just see things completely differently this whole time, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's the dang stars, man.
Yeah.
Now this one's a new one. Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
It's the kissing room.
Yeah, and
The kissing room.
but it's not the kissing. It's the Peter Pan-esque lights.
Yeah. Well, just like
Twinkly lights. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Twinkly
Twinkly
lights.
lights. Because you got that on Mark Twain too, in a way, off the water. Twinkling. Why is that? I don't know.
That's a brand. Twinkly's a brand.
What?
They make the high end Christmas trees, the smart Christmas trees.
Listen, Christmas trees grow in the ground.
Not these, my friend. Not these.
No. I don't need that. But this one, I put a question mark because this one's fun with friends because you feel like a big kid. But I feel like the carousel can be a date night activity.
It can.
But
It's just
at night. At night. Well, you know what? We got to stop saying at night. This is called date nights at Disneyland, not date days. So,
Date days.
yeah. So, yeah. Okay, what were you going to say, though? I feel like you had
It's a stereotypical. I'm in a movie. I'm in a Twilight Zone episode. That's not bad, I guess. I don't know. That you're just spinning around and so you're on a date. You go to a random park and there's a carousel that you and your date for the night just so happen to go on. But once again, it's a stress-free, slow-moving, something. Okay, where the real date comes in is when, a girl or whoever you're with is sitting on the horse and you're standing next to it.
Who does that?
Some guys. I used to until I started partaking. This dude, when I was like 18 and under, I thought I was too cool, dude. I was too cool for some of this stuff. So now that I'm older, I don't care. But you tell me you've seen that though.
I have not.
Were a guy's just standing next? No. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm crazy.
I feel like the next time I do see him, though, he's got a lanyard sticking out of his pocket.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
No offense if you got the lanyard out of
100%.
your pocket. That doesn't mean this. But it's not all dudes with lanyards out of their pockets do this. But all dudes who do this have lanyards out of their pockets.
What about the chain?
The chain?
The chain out of the pocket. The anti-theft mechanism.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't see the chain too often anymore.
Dude, back in like the early 2000s, ooh.
I knew
that was it.
I knew a guy.
I wore one.
You wore a chain?
Yeah, when I was like in 6th grade. I thought I was Mr. Hot Topic back then.
Oh, emo chain.
Emo chain.
Not
yeah.
like I'm hard chain. Like
No, I thought I was hard.
But your emo is not. Those are two separate things.
Dude, I wore Misfits shirts. And like I didn't even listen to the Misfits, dude. Come on.
I don't think. Yeah, I never went that far. I was always afraid of being a poser.
Yeah, I was a poser for sure. Except when I wore my Flogging Molly and Paramore shirts. I was like, okay, I actually like these guys.
Yeah. Okay. How do we get here from the carousel?
Carousel, chain.
Now, I feel like you know what? This all goes back to movies and TV with the state fair and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Paradise Gardens Park, Silly Symphony Swings, Golden Zephyr, and for me recently Jumpin' Jellyfish. But even a little bit goofy Sky School because it's got the scare factor.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fun date. Like we're like kids running around, you know.
Dude, where does this all come from? This is what I want to know. All these like conceptions of a theme park, certain theme park conceptions for date nights. Like, was it Grease? Was it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what movie was it that did this?
Well, Grease is the word. I think it's that like the movies with dates in them usually have late teens, early 20s kids, right?
Yes.
What can they afford? The carnival, the fair.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cost anything to go. And then you go win the bear and all that kind of stuff. You can't have Disneyland in a movie. So it's like, oh, the fair, the lights, it's the music. And you know what? It's, I guess the person you want to spend your life with, you want them to be like your best friend.
Yeah.
And what do best friends do? They run around laughing and screaming on rides and having a fun time. Not everything is like, you know, Tips Fedora, Milady, that kind of thing. You know?
I found another good example other than Grease.
Yeah, Grease is not the example. The Notebook is what I thought, even though I have not really seen the whole thing.
It's when Ryan Gosling is hanging off of the Ferris wheel and begging her to go out with him. And he hangs with one arm. We do not recommend doing this on Mickey's Fun Wheel.
We do not recommend threatening someone into going out with you.
That either.
It's toxic.
That either.
Yeah. But it's that type of thing. That whole like you're running around with your best friend who is like, you know, the person you're in love with, that kind of thing. So I think that's what it is. But now Jumpin' Jellyfish, I don't think it's a date night ride. It's just become that for me. So I'm just it's in there now. So but you should try it, everyone. It's pretty awesome. So R.I.P. Matterhorn Bobsleds.
Oh man.
So I never did. Again, we had different lives. So I never did.
This is where I think it's going, right?
It's going where you think it's going. I did not experience this myself. However, Matterhorn Bobsleds, you would sit 4 per bobsled, 2 and 2 in each bobsled, as in one person would sit down and put their legs on the edge. You'd push your legs against the edge of the bobsled, and then the other person would sit right in front of you and put their legs against your legs, and you would share the seatbelt.
Yep. So I remember this.
I'm sure you do, Rain.
Yeah.
So
what's funny is that this wasn't too long ago.
They changed this in like 2012.
Yep.
So yeah, I remember when they changed it because I have the pin of the old style. But I only did that as a kid with like family members or whatever.
Right. Where it was like not creepy, you know?
Yeah, no, it was just like, I don't want to sit with my dad, or, you know, like I don't want to sit with mom, like that kind of thing. But yeah, if you're listening and you don't know what this is, you can imagine why teenagers are just like, yeah, let's go on Matterhorn.
Matterhorn. Yeah.
No single rider back then. No.
That's what I was going to ask.
Dude, imagine. Who would it be more awkward for?
I think that depends.
Yeah, I think it depends. And we're not going to get But in place of Matterhorn, you have Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, in which you just get launched into the person next to you, left or right. It's similar to Big Thunder, but this is violent. This is like smashing. So
Smashing.
okay. So so yeah, this is definitely now the reason this one isn't weird is because you're having fun while it's happening. You're laughing and you're screaming. It's like it's thrilling. It's not like you slide over and you're like, hey, because you immediately slide over to the other side, you know? But yeah, I could see this being one of those things. But yeah, the problem with Matterhorn now, forget the weirdness, all right? Forget the joking. You sit apart. You don't even sit next to each other. So it's like, even if the fireworks are going off, it's not romantic because the other person is just screaming in front or behind you.
And sometimes if you're like, okay, there's 2 people, sometimes they put you on 3 and 4. Or, you know, and you literally get in different cars, which, I mean, they're still right in front of you, but still. It's like, oh, you know, you got to scream a little bit so they can hear you.
Yeah. But I don't know about this, but because I mentioned fireworks at night, Big Thunder a little bit.
A little bit.
But it's too it's too screamy, you know?
Yeah. Unless you go in the very front when it's kind of like relaxing almost in a sense.
Yeah, but then you're kind of bored.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we went yesterday and my sister and her fiance got in the very front. They're like, yeah. And I'm thinking the whole time, oh, man.
Yeah, it's like, put me on 12, you know?
Yeah.
So these aren't rides, but these are things to do. Animation Academy and Beast Library. So Animation Academy is like a date activity, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do. It's like, haha, show me your terrible drawing. That kind of thing. And
It's fun.
You're hanging out. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's Beast Library of like, remember when the Beast gave Belle his library, you know, and it does the transformation. But then
and you can take the little test.
You can take the little quiz and then you have a little fun. But yeah, there's an element of like, hey, this is hidden away. People don't know about this. And they don't.
Yeah.
This hasn't like seeped into Instagram.
It hasn't. It's still pretty hidden. Surprisingly. I don't know why.
Because you can't.
Animation Academy in general, I feel. No, who talks about Turtle Talk?
It's not photogenic. That's why.
Yeah.
You get those TikToks of like, have you ever wondered what goes on in this building? And I'm like, get out of my Discover page. I hate that. Disney posted something today.
Like about Disney Animation Academy?
No. Like a Disney parks, like this month going on at Downtown Disney is this blah, blah, blah. You know that voice, the narration voice where people talk fast because they got to fit into a minute? That kind of thing. TikTok sucks, man. So this is gonna kind of bleed into the next. So we'll come back to it. What are your go-to date night rides? Like when you're on the date night, like you're gonna eat. You know, it's not like we're going to Disneyland tonight because we're bored. Like it's the date night.
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I was just thinking about that yesterday because my mom's like, we went to Winnie the Pooh, and I was like, oh, we come here all the time. She's like, why? I was like, it's not stressful at all. That's what you're kind of looking for. You don't want to wait. You just want to go on something, sit down, relax. And that's kind of what Winnie the Pooh is for us, especially because Pooh's Corner is right there and it gets a little quieter in that side of the park where you can literally just sit, especially right now when Splash is closed. You just sit over there and it's really nice.
Yeah, it's like a moment. It's like a little escape.
Yeah.
You know, and a moment alone, but not, you know, like alone. Just like, oh, hey, we can just sit down and talk for a second.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're right. Winnie the Pooh is there. I think it's a little different for me because it's like Disneyland's only been open for so long. So
yeah,
I've only done this like a few times. But yeah, I would definitely say Storybook Land. And, you know, Pirates is like a maybe. Mark Twain, you want to, but it's not always going to happen. Especially Phantasmic's coming up weekends.
When does it come back?
They're still draining things and putting them back and whatever. So
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Paradise Gardens Park has become that for me, for sure. Because DCA is, you know, what is it about? You know what? DCA has that carnival without the carnies. The like dream version of a carnival in a movie.
That's exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah. Especially they got the little starlights on Pixar
Mhm.
Pier and all that. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. And, you know, and I think it's just like, there's something about when you both have the same favorite type of thing,
Mm.
you want to do that. Yeah.
Or you can introduce each other to something new.
That's true.
Oh, sorry. Kind of, I'm trying to get at the whole Winnie the Pooh thing. I was never a big fan of Pooh until I met Brandy. And
Mhm.
she was a big fan of Pooh, and it kind of made me a big fan of Pooh. Don't clip that out.
That has to be clipped. That's amazing. So, say the last moving thing, and we'll transition into the next. The Main Street vehicles. Problem with this is during the daytime.
Yeah.
But I think if you got your Cafe Orleans lunch date,
Mm-hmm.
you want to go on the top of the omnibus.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's cool. It's cute.
Yeah. Or even like the little, not the horse trolley, but the little car, the little wah, wah, you know, with the old man driving it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, you
It's
feel old.
the fire department one, right?
Yeah. I think they just call it a little fire engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Main Street and Buena Vista Street at night, there's something when they're not busy before fireworks and all that,
Yeah.
or, you know, we'll just talk about it now. Closing down Main Street.
See, maybe I've done that once, but I don't know. I haven't done it like you have. I know you've done it a couple times, you know.
Did we do it twice? The first time it was like 7 because, you know, because they kicked us out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the last time we did, I mentioned it here, it was the spontaneous trip. And that wasn't like date night, but it's almost like it made it special night, you know, where it's like
Mhm.
you just sit down, you watch the people disappear, they walk out, and you're just, you can't go anywhere. And you're not really being pushed out till the very end, especially you get on a bench or something, and you're just watching, you're appreciating, you're sitting down, it's quiet, you're taking it in, you're listening to the music, you're kind of, sometimes you're talking, sometimes you're, you know, when the silence is good,
Yeah.
you're just like, let's just breathe. You know?
Yeah.
Buena Vista Street doesn't really have that because they kick everyone out. It doesn't stay open an hour later. But Buena Vista Street at night, I think, has better vibes than Main Street during like regular operating hours because there is no parade there or fireworks. Because
The busyness is a lot less there.
yeah, I think the smartest thing they did, because they definitely did this even before it was called Buena Vista Street, was the parade route makes a turn before Buena Vista Street into Hollywoodland.
Mm.
Like, oh, hey, this is how people get in and out of the park. What shouldn't have in here? A parade.
Yeah.
So you don't have parade and fireworks. World of Color is far away. So it's like you always kind of have that. It's kind of like a reprieve. There aren't too many people running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
Yeah.
Well, Main Street during the busy hours though is not romantic whatsoever.
No.
It's like Survivor out there, dude.
Yeah. The Hunger Games. There's, you know,
Yeah.
you got strollers going around, you know, people
Mhm.
screaming. I'll mention the trip later, but this last time I went right after fireworks, this family of like 5 with a double wide stroller stayed on the sidewalk and just like ate ice cream out of the same cup. And I'm like, this is not the time or place.
Oh my god.
Get out of here. But, yeah. But speaking of these quiet moments, let's talk about some cheesy but sweet moments. The Cars Land lighting ceremony. The first
That's
time,
cool.
the first time I experienced this was Touch of Disney, which is
Yeah.
funny. You know, I don't think and the last time I did was during the Christmas version, which is a little different. But yeah, this is like, you know, the song is cute. You know,
Mhm.
it's like the part where I was going to call him Mater, Lightning McQueen does the thing for, was her name actually Portia? Or was she just a Portia and she had a name?
I think her
I think
name
it was
was
like
actually
Sally or
Portia.
something.
Let me see. Cars characters. Let's see here. No, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
No, that's who does the knit voiceover. Sally Carrera.
I said Sally.
You did say Sally.
Fun
You did.
fact. All Porsche, not all, the Porsche 911, the Porsche you see everywhere, you know, like the main one, not the truck, whatever, is a Carrera. It's a Porsche 911 Carrera. So her name, Sally Carrera. There you go. Fun car facts. I am not totally a car guy, so don't write in. I just like cars.
Did you stock car? What's a stock car?
A stock car is a NASCAR car.
Ah, got it.
It started because people would race their regular cars, like the car is stock, so stock car racing, and then
Did you know
that's why they look like that.
You know that they all are a specific kind of car from Cars?
What do you mean?
I didn't know this. Like Mater is a 1955 to 57 International Harvester.
Wow.
Whatever that is.
We have a Cars Line episode someday.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll keep that fact for then. But speaking of Cars Line, Christine writes in, not our friend Christine, other Christine, who you ran into.
Yeah.
Watching the sunset at Radiator Springs Racers.
That's cool.
I forgot about this.
Yeah.
You know, from where the beer cart is, the sacred beer cart.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done this, but I've been there around that time. Even at nighttime, you could just sit there and stare.
Yeah.
Because you don't really hear the ride or the screams. I mean, if you do, they fade away.
It almost gives you the illusion of being in like the desert and watching the sunrise or sunset.
Yeah.
Because you have, Radiator Springs right there. I don't know.
But you could have a beer in your hand.
But yeah. You're not thirsty.
and you got the neon lights behind you. It's a diner, but no one's sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pull. Thank you for writing in. But yeah, maybe I'll do that soon. Now, this is an obvious one. The fireworks. But you have to make the decision to watch the fireworks for this to work.
It's a commitment.
If you're catching them, it's not the same. If you're walking by, it's terrible because you're like, what are all these crowds? If you find a good spot where you have room to move around, it's a good feeling. Again, I think it's another one of those. It feels like a date activity because we've been told it's a date activity. But again, it's twinkly lights, there's music. Disney's trying to be emotional, that type of thing.
And it works most of the time.
Oh yeah, there's something that happens in your brain and in your heart that you're like, it's really nice. I'm glad I'm not alone, that type of thing. Yeah.
Oh man.
But then in the same kind of breath, the Christmas snow thing. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's more romantic for me than the fireworks.
It is because it's like the soft music and like twinkle sounds, the snow, the lights turning on, all that.
Christmas time.
Yeah, they also did this in Grizzly Peak, the trail. They did this one year. So yeah, there's that too. But yeah, that's definitely, I forgot what they called it. We call it Lights Over Sleeping Beauty Castle. We put it in the news once. But yeah, that's definitely one of those. But then there's also at any time at night, once the princess meet and greet is closed, the Princess Fantasy Fair, Rapunzel's Tower.
Yeah.
That is, people know about it, but I think they get bored and leave.
Because there's nothing to do there.
But
it's cute. Like it's really quiet most of the time too.
And if you hear the music, it's music box music.
Yeah.
Or you hear the so fun fact, everyone, the little tower lights up. I assume it's every 10, 15 minutes or something.
Which I didn't know until last time I went, I think.
Yeah, I think Kimmy didn't know either because we were sitting there. She's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And, the hair lights up and all that. So that's definitely like a cute little area. And you could kind of see the fireworks from the other side of that, the Frontierland path.
Mm-hmm. Where Rancho is?
No. So if you're staring at the stage, the princess stage, to the left.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a good little spot. You can't see everything, but it's a nice little, You should check that out on your next date night, everyone. But of course, best way to exit DCA, the Grizzly Peak Trail. This is just
Always the best.
peak date night. It's like the cool down, the quiet exit. The curtains are closing in a good way. It's relaxing. Sometimes the Grizzly River run's going on. You hear the water. There's the waterfall area too with the steam and all that. And
the lights up in the trees.
That's, I think, only Christmas. But there are lights on the light poles. And they're very tall, so it's enough it's like a glow.
Yeah. It's a mood lighting.
Yeah, definitely. So that's just like that's special no matter what, but it's elevated on a date, let's say.
Yeah.
But did you write this or did I write this?
I wrote this.
Yeah. Introduce this, Rain.
It's quote, let's just walk around, end quote. It's like I was kind of saying earlier, one of the, like, I don't know if it's just our age or I think I've been doing this my whole like dating life, but the whole idea of going to get something to eat and then walking around somewhere and just like spending time with the person is a thing. And Disneyland is like the epitome of it.
That is a date thing. It definitely is. Like, do you want to walk around?
Yeah. Grab a coffee, you don't go to
a sarsaparilla.
Yeah, sure. But just walking around with just you and one other person could be one of the most romantic things in my opinion.
Yeah. You don't even have to like hold hands. It's just like this.
No.
We are together in this moment.
Yeah. You're spending quality time together.
Yeah. Man, I feel so cheesy doing this.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But hey, everyone could see us let our guards down for a second. Speaking of letting your guard down, Rain, you definitely wrote this.
I put drinking, lots of drinking. And Randy and I have been doing this. I mean, not drinking a lot recently, but we've kind of just been ending up in Ogas somehow. Like we'll be in Galaxy's Edge or, the area around. And we've been getting lucky and going to Ogas. And it's a good fun date night thing. Not necessarily that romantic because especially if you're standing up. But still, it's like, it's something different to do.
The only place where our Venn diagram here overlaps is Oga's being a fun date night thing. Because it is so fun in there.
It is.
And it's not as fun with friends because there's too many of you. You're cramped and it's loud. But with two of you, it's like, ooh, Rex is playing the jams. The snack is surprisingly good.
What are you getting? Can I try your drink?
So where we split is Kimmy doesn't really drink. She'll try all my drinks, but she like most, say 99% of the time, she just doesn't like whatever it is. So she doesn't drink. So what's funny is on like date night-ish things, I don't really drink. She doesn't care if I do. It's just like, I just don't. But then when we're having our like Disneyland, like, almost like, I don't want to say like friend night, but like, you just like goofing around at Disneyland, that kind of thing, then I'll drink because it's like a little sillier or whatever. Because I don't really like, it doesn't really affect me like I'm a different person, but it's like, like I'll go get this drink. Part of getting a drink is not that you get buzzed. It's that you're being reckless, spending so much money on something so small. You know what it is? It's
$18? Like, yes, sir. That's fine.
It's that attitude of like, I'm just playing around. And while we don't have like, we're on a date, you cannot speak a certain way. It's the different vibe of like when we're chilling. That's usually when I'll get a drink. Now, anytime you're at a sit down place, you got to order some nice drink, but that's different. Yeah. But yeah, the drinking, lots of drinking is not, I've never really associated that with like a date thing, but it's funny how, cause I know couples who like, yeah, we drink together and it's like, like an activity and it's, sounds fun.
Brandy and I drink wine all the time together. That's like our thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
wasn't my thing when I first met her. And it's funny, dude, because like her, especially her dad and her family, they never knew me as a beer drinker.
But you
And
were a
before
beer
Brandy,
drinker.
before Brandy, I was only a beer drinker.
You look like a beer drinker.
Thank you.
It's the beard, the glasses,
Yeah.
and the flannel.
And
Sorry, I have the
No,
beard and the
that's fine.
glasses too. I don't wear the
Um,
flannels because it can go just like that.
it too fast.
fast.
But yeah, like she got me into wine, and now that's the thing we love to share.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. What did I don't know? There's some weird thing my parents had. Kimmy tried it. She liked it this weekend. But yeah, I haven't had wine in a while. I need to be in that. See, this goes back to what we were saying. I need to be in that fine dining mood for wine. Otherwise, I'm like, what am I doing?
Dude, like I feel like my tolerance for wine is like so to the roof now. It's crazy.
I've drank too much wine once, but I was in Temecula with friends. Weirdest thing, right? And we were taking a lift everywhere. Drinking a lot of wine is different than drinking a lot of anything else.
It is. There's a wine drunk, dude.
Yeah, you have a headache, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized, to be clear, you don't look like a beer drinker. You look like a craft beer drinker. Like
IPA guy.
You go to breweries. But Miller, a can of beer? No, thank you. Unless it's from like Golden Road, it's
Or PBR. I can do PBR.
everyone could. PBR is it goes down smooth.
It does.
It's good. But yeah, you're not a Miller Lite guy. You know what I'm saying? No offense, again. But
Coors Light, ugh. Natural Light, ugh.
No.
That's water, dude.
yeah, and it's not water like it's not strong enough. It's like it's gross. It's
Yeah.
all right. So let's walk outside the parks, yeah? Like it's date night. You're kind of done with the parks, but you don't want to go home yet.
Yeah.
So this was from you.
Yeah, the wedding area gazebo by the hotel.
The big one behind Trader Sam's.
Yeah, when it's not in use, it's nice just to go hang out there. Like literally, I've done like, oh my god, I can't speak. I've gone over there and it's just like dead, not one soul around. You could just go stand inside of the gazebo. It's cute, dude. I don't know,
Dude, the hedges there glow.
Yeah,
Like
they do.
You don't see light bulbs. It's just like this gradient of green.
Dude, one of my friends just got married, and they had the ceremony right there. Holy cow, dude! It looked really nice.
Wow.
Like really, I'm sure that's expensive.
I've always wondered.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't think it's not like in my plans, like
Yeah,
Disneyland
yeah.
wedding, but I am just so curious
How much that stuff actually costs?
because you got to be a certain type of dork to want that. And like the certain type of dork isn't like a millionaire. So it can't be crazy. You know what it is? It probably costs as much as a big wedding, but you have to have a small wedding.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? When people push it a little bit and have the big expensive wedding, but it's not
Like
an
instead of having the 300 people, you're having 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. Chime in, people. Maybe you
Yeah, if you got married at Disneyland, let us know.
if you know someone or you know someone in the planning. You know what's funny? I think we can't say who, but we only know one cast member, right?
No,
In terms of Trammin. Trammin itself only has one cast member. listed.
Yeah, you're right. Trammin itself, yeah.
Unless you are and you haven't told us. We won't ask you for special stuff, so now you could tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you wrote this, but this is totally true. We brought this up with staying warm, hanging out in the Grand Californian.
Heck yeah, dude. That even if it's just sitting in the chairs that don't look at each other. The it's still like super with the piano going in the middle, having a cookie shot or having like even if you're not drinking anything, just hanging out, dude. or especially if you're by the fireplace. No, that's ultra date night for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that whole lobby, dude. Even the side hallways,
Mhm.
you know, dude, we haven't even said Napa Rose. Napa
you're
Rose
right.
is like you're putting on a costume, you know.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
on date night. But yeah, the Grand Californian, and I think something it sounds like both of us, because we're a little older. Date night isn't this like check off the boxes, do all the things you're supposed to do. It's like this quiet, relaxing moments, but not relaxing like PJs, just like low pressure,
Mhm.
which is funny because growing up, you think dates are like this high pressure thing, like I just asked her out on a date, you know, like
No.
instead it's like you put in the effort, but because you want to, not because you think you have to. I think that's like a, mature way to look at
I
date
think
night.
that's a sign of just being in a stable relationship, like a serious relationship, you know.
Yeah, and like an adult relationship where like, yeah, you're in it. It's like, you're in it because you're in it. There's no,
Yeah.
you're not looking at the out, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's what it is. And this is, this isn't me, but we got a write in. Jackson wrote in. Ooh, the best date night is Tongaroa Terrace around sunset. Best vibes ever. It's funny because I've been there on a non-date, and it's very like you're chilling with your friends, the fires or whatever, and there's some live music. But I would say at night it could be date nighty. But
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah,
different. But yeah,
100%.
every time I've like, it doesn't feel like when I went to Trader Sam's with Kimmy, we've gone a couple times and it felt very special. But it didn't feel like date night. I don't.
Got it.
It's like this.
No, I get it.
This
I
whole
get
thing
it.
is very
Same thing for me.
conceptual. It's like a weird concept of you can feel very close to someone, but you don't always feel like you're on the date. And I think, go ahead.
I wonder if it's because of the tiki, because the tiki is like so silly.
You're almost like on vacation.
Yeah. It's that's what it is.
Huh. Yeah, because we even like did the whole like we got a reservation, whatever, but it's like, we're hanging out, and it's like cooler than the other times we hang out, but we're hanging out. But hey, if you could feel like date night there, that's awesome, man. So this was originally called the don'ts, but some people wrote in with like the do and don't format. So let's add this in there. So I put a couple of these in. The thing you don't do during date night, you don't run around trying to maximize your time at Disneyland.
No, that's miserable, dude.
Like,
do you stress yourself out doing that?
Like, you look at a ride, and if it's not short, you don't even think about it. You just
next.
Let's just walk around, as you said. Like, you don't even. You're not trying to be like, we only went on this many rides. Sometimes it's the end of the night. It's like, oh, we didn't go on anything, huh? But that's okay.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Sometimes that's a better feeling than going on multiple rides.
Yeah, it feels like I went to Disneyland without any rides.
Yeah.
Like, look how cool I am. I could go whenever I want.
Yeah.
The thing I definitely don't do, you don't look for people that you know. You probably don't even tell them you're going.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. We all do this. We all go, but you don't tell other people you're going because you don't want to see them. You don't want them to invite themselves.
You just want time for yourselves.
Yeah. Like when people, you could tell when someone says they're going, but they're not inviting you. So you don't even ask, I'll be there. It's like you could tell. It's like, oh, I'm going with whoever. It's like, oh, that sounds fun. Because if you say that sounds fun, then they have the opportunity to invite you. If they're like, oh, are you free that day? Or are you guys going to come soon? Whatever. But if they don't say anything, maybe they're on their Disneyland date night. Yeah. So yeah, you don't do that. But speaking of, you wrote this. Double dates.
Yeah, double dates, dude. We've been doing it quite often, specifically with, like I was saying, Cindy and Chris, Brandy's cousin and best friend. And I don't think it's romantic or anything like that. It's just it's a double date, and it's fun. It's fun, and I catch myself knowing it's a double date because they'll take pictures of us together, or I'll take pictures of them holding hands when they're walking. It's like, oh, here you go, and we're both on dates, but we're doing it together.
It's funny because while, hold on, I'll come back to this. While I've, I guess, technically done that a few times, nothing feels less like a date for me than a double date.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because Kimmy and I were, friends before we started dating. But also, obviously we're like still friends. When we are with others, we can go into just like friend mode or group mode where we don't ignore each other or act like different people. It's just like, oh, we are now in a group. The dynamic is different.
Right.
Like everything changes on a double date where it just doesn't, it feels like we're hanging out with these two people instead of, which is not bad. It's not a bad feeling. That's for sure. It's fun. I have fun where it's like, oh, we're in a group. We're all hanging out. Like, everyone's crisscross talking and whatever. But I don't know if I've experienced the double date of like, the holding hands with other people type of thing. Not with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
while they're around.
Not that it's like, oh, it's forbidden. Just like in a different mindset, I don't know.
No, I get it.
But yeah, it's more when people are like, oh, we're also going to Disneyland. I'm like, okay, cool. It's not a date night. It is a hangout night. And that's still fun. It's just not a date night, where that's, go ahead.
It's kind of interesting because whenever, and those are really the only people where I feel specifically like that. And we'll only see them for like a couple of hours. And then we go our own ways.
The split.
The split, yeah. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but maybe. Yeah, but specifically with them, I feel like that.
Yeah, because even like, that time I ran into you when you were with Brandy and is it her cousin?
I don't even remember. When was this?
Like the second time we went. Jasmine? Is that her name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah.
Where like Kimmy and I ran into you guys. And it was like the dynamic of the day changed. Because I was with Kimmy all day because of the stupid virtual queue thing. Where like, I will see you in like, well, no, we weren't going to see each other, like you and I. And then we saw you at the Radiator Springs Racers line.
Oh, that's right. The virtual queue for Marvel.
Yeah, because it was like, because it was impossible for us to hang out because they wouldn't let you into Rangers campus. Yeah. And then as soon as I got out, you got in. Yeah. And you ate my melted chocolate. That was a weird
Choco
day.
Smash.
I still haven't gotten that thing again.
I haven't gotten it again either.
It's
I was just thinking about getting it.
I think it like murdered me. Yeah, you know what? Well, not this week because it's hot, but when it's cold, I feel like that needs to be a double date food item.
It's so big.
Okay, so what else we got? Parades. I don't think so.
I hate parades, dude. Did I put this?
You did.
What the heck? What was I thinking?
No, you also put the question mark.
Oh, that's
you
what
were suspicious about watching parades. Yeah. That's a no for me.
That's a no for me too.
Yeah. So there's nothing romantic about parades.
Some people find it romantic.
Really? What parade?
I don't know. I see couples sitting there.
Yeah, they can sit there and watch the parade. I've watched a parade.
I give it to you.
You know what I mean? But you're not like, isn't this so special?
Yeah.
The mice are dancing. It's just not.
Dude, we saw the cavalcade yesterday, and it's the one with the Mickey, the big Mickey animatronic thing that's going down.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? It's like he's like he has playing cymbals, and it's on wheels. The float. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, there's like this cavalcade,
I've seen cavalcades, but not.
and there's like a bunch of people dancing that look like they're from Harry Potter. No,
No. Is this a fever dream? I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw it yesterday, dude. I don't know.
I have no clue.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
Where you're going with that is you would not do that on a date either.
No, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not.
So Megan writes in, do get close on Splash, like in that back seat, but don't sit in the front of the log and ruin your makeup and hair.
True. Big. Oh my God. What, dude? I can't think, dude. Advice. That's the word I was looking for.
Big advice.
Big advice.
All right. Now, Cody wrote in earlier about do eat at Lamplight Lounge, but don't forget to ride in Credit Coaster. I wonder if this is the Notebook energy.
Yeah, I think it is.
The scary, isn't this crazy? You know, I'm not being sarcastic to you, Cody. Like that vibe of how fun, let's go on a roller coaster, that's that vibe. So I get that. Andrea writes in, do share a churro. Don't share a turkey leg, with the turkey laughing and then the vomit face.
Big advice.
Dude, the turkey leg, it's just a slimy. How do you share that? That thing
smells, dude. I smelled it yesterday. I was like, man, that thing's nasty.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm in that camp now where I'm anti-turkey leg.
It's not even you can eat a lot of foods that don't affect your breath. Or if it does, it's okay. But that's like liquid smoke breath.
Yeah.
That turkey leg breath? No. Yeah, you're right, Andrea. Don't share a turkey leg. I think I just want to double check with everyone that is last ride.
All we got.
Then I got to take down that post. Let's see. Wow, 114 viewers. That doesn't make any sense. And 111 accounts reached. I don't know what that means. Let's see. And not all you answered. So come on, guys. Answer. That is all of it. So let's give it a little trash.
Yeah, I think you got them all, dude.
Yeah, I did. No, I just, people write in last second sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll write in later. Mm-hmm. Sure you will. So, all right. That is all the write-ins. So any last date night things that you may have forgotten about, right?
No, I think we hit them all. Honestly, my favorite part about Disneyland is going there on dates. Just going there, like I was saying, those unplanned nights, and just spending time with Brandy.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you both love it, it's just part of your life. It's just this is a part of your relationship. You share this thing, and it's you try new foods. The other person likes this or doesn't like this. You're like, hey, do you want to go on your favorite ride? That type of thing. What you don't do, but I definitely do, is the single rider split. Which
no,
dude, it's officially gone from Indy and I think also Space Mountain.
Is it really?
It's not listed in the ride thing anymore.
Is it gone from Smuggler's Run?
I don't think so.
I feel like that one's not going to go away.
That one's too easy and it doesn't take up it. That was built with that in mind. The sign is still there. So
yeah.
So we have a last minute news item.
Oh,
shall I play the jingle?
Play it.
So Kimmy sent in a story from Disneyland Magic Key. This is... Oh, okay. All right. So if you are at Disneyland After Dark Sweethearts Night and you're a Magic Key holder, you get an additional 15% discount on all mobile order purchases between 8 and 11:30 at Harbor Galley, Royal Street Veranda, French Market, Alien Pizza Planet, Little Red Wagon, Freshman Corner, and Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor.
Dude, serious talk. That was, wow. That's a good, Cindy and Chris, who I've just been talking about, are there at Sweethearts Night right now. And they're Magic Key holders. So I'm going to text that to them. Thank you, Kimmy.
It's in our Trammin account if you want to pull that up.
You did.
Oh, there you go.
And I sent it.
Yeah,
I screenshot it and it's gone.
So, you know what? This brings up one thing I did forget. Where do you not eat on Disney date night? You do not eat at Alien Pizza Planet. That is an absolutely not.
Oh man, where don't you eat?
You don't eat at Galactic Grill. You don't eat at Tomorrowland. Just don't eat there.
I don't think you even get bread bowls. That's a little.
You can at Harbor Galley.
Yeah,
because you can hang out at Fowler's Inn, that back area. That's a date night spot for sure. No French
Hungry
Market.
Bear. Don't go to Hungry Bear.
You don't. And we don't. No disrespect to Hungry Bear, but you don't go there.
Yeah, I love Hungry Bear. But yeah, that's not a date night thing.
I feel like you can go into Red Rose Tavern, but I don't know if you can eat there.
Other than the gray stuff, get the gray stuff. That's date nighty.
Yeah, I mobile order it. I feel like you can't eat at the places where you order and then you walk up to the window.
Yeah,
you can't do that. Now, what's funny is you can eat a Tropical Hideaway. You can also do, it's like when they give you the food and you immediately take it, I think you can. Like Plaza Inn, I think you can.
Yeah. I'm more so on the outside though than inside.
No, because dude, inside has like the curtains and the booths and the
no, I okay. I see.
The window. Depends
I
on how loud it is in there with the families.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do it there. And then where else? Where else can you not eat for sure?
Oh, man.
Boardwalk Pizza.
Golden Horseshoe.
No, you could eat it. Not Stage Door. You can eat inside.
Not Stage Door. Okay.
You can eat in Golden Horseshoe.
I agree.
Yeah. Just don't go to Riverbell ever anymore.
Dude, those reservations are always open now.
Yeah, because the secret's out, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a complicated one. Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. I think you can because of the seating area.
I mean, Brandon and I would do it all the time.
Yeah. You can't Corn Dog Castle, but I think you could do Little Red Wagon. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's the not the gimmick, but it's just like you're getting it from a little wagon as opposed to a stand.
Yeah. There's something to it.
Award wieners.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's that's a dice roll.
If you get the food right away, yeah. If you got to wait 15 minutes for your mobile order,
heck no.
You're just in a bad mood. You're just in a bad mood.
Yeah.
What other? Yeah. Is that it for the places you cannot eat? I'm trying to think.
I think so. I think we
don't eat in Toontown.
There's food in Toontown? Just kidding. Listen to last week's episode.
Yeah, don't eat in Toontown.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure there are more. You can write in. If we insulted you, write in. We will not apologize, but that'll be fun. Yeah. So, Rain, have you watched any movies?
No, but shout out to Book of Boba Fett.
I gotta watch. Oh wait, this week's episode didn't come out yet.
It's coming out tonight, the finale.
Already?
Yeah.
Too quick. Because I saw stuff marked as spoilers earlier today. I'm like, oh, it's already Wednesday? It's not. So that was last week's spoilers.
Last week's spoilers.
That's fine.
Shout out to Book of Boba Fett. Other than that, I haven't really been watching a lot of like anything really.
Oh no, it's gonna be 89 degrees tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for We Have It So Good. So normally, members of the Tram Fam, just like you, can write in with what they miss and appreciate about Disneyland, but no one did. So we'll talk about our trips to Disneyland, which we often do. So I went on Saturday.
Cool.
With Kimmy. And we met up at Mickey and Friends. And we actually... No. Okay, yeah. So we met up at Mickey and Friends. We walked the tram route. But I have not done any Lunar New Year. But I didn't want the boots.
Same.
I wanted the studio catering truck.
Good move, my friend.
Okay. There's an alarm outside, but that's fine. If you can hear it, there's your Easter egg.
I cannot hear it, so.
Yeah. So we tried the whole truck. Oh no, we didn't try the lemongrass ginger thing. But we tried the fried tamales, which Kimmy got, and the hoisin pork sliders, and the almond vanilla matcha slush. So
dude, that was me 2 weeks ago. Like literally, except Brandy and I were fat and got 2 orders of the sliders.
The sliders are very small.
They were small, dude. Even then, I was like, I'm still hungry after.
I kind of ate earlier, so it wasn't too bad, but they were too small. I ate the sliders. I tried some of the tamale. The tamale was amazing.
I didn't try it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I messed up.
Fried masa.
It's essentially like a sope, no?
No, way better.
Okay.
This is fried, like deep fried.
Yeah.
Sopes are like in a pan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. This is like crispy, like imagine like a croquette made of masa with some like spicy chicken and whatever. The sliders weren't that good.
They were fine.
They're like every other pork thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
But that slush
was amazing.
Elite status, dude.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I downed it. And what I love about that slush is none of it gets left behind at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the bottom of a Frappuccino, not like that.
Yeah.
It was
awesome. Brandon and I each got our own.
Kimmy hates matcha, so I just had the whole thing on my own.
Oh.
It was great. So we did that. We walked through Avengers Campus just to walk through. Everything is normal there right now. Everyone's got their own regular costumes on. And then we walked to the Grand Californian because Kimmy wanted to check out the cart. So,
okay.
Yeah, so we walked to the cart. Everything there, it was like the cookie shots. It was the red velvet and the chocolate chip. So we've had both. I wasn't in the mood. Cake Pops wasn't in the mood. Strawberries, not in the mood. We didn't get anything. Everything was like boxes of stuff. So it was like, you know. And then the Lunar New Year thing was a sugar cookie. So it was like, you know. But we did see the jazz band there.
Nice.
Which they were pretty good. I wonder what it's, I like want to shout them out, but I also don't want to look for them for 5 minutes. So sorry. But yeah, they're pretty good. It was like a little ensemble, 3 people in the lobby. And then we looked for something at Disneyland Hotel, didn't find it, and then walked back through downtown Disney. There was another band up there, and they were fun. They were singing.
So the stage is still there?
Yeah.
Wow.
The walls are up, but the stage was there. I think they're going to move the stage.
Did they say where they're going to move it to?
You could kind of glean it from the art, but
okay.
Yeah, it's still going to be on that end. It's just not going to be like right there with that like non-permanent look. Even though it's been there for like 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
They were good. You know, they were singing about doing things at the midnight hour. Yeah. But we thought, okay, let's get on the monorail. So I rode the monorail. Love that thing. There was no wait. They don't have the back open right now. But rode that in. What did we do? We just kind of walked around. Looked for
Had a little date night.
Yeah, almost. Looked for a sweet. We went like looking for the churro gears. They were out. So we tried the cinnamon like pieces. They were not good. Those things need like a dipping sauce. They're too dry. They're kind of like the pumpkin ones. And then we went on Winnie the Pooh, actually.
Hey, date night, dude. Date night official.
And I don't think we went on any of the rides because, actually, we did Haunted Mansion.
Weird date night, but all right.
No, because it was like a 25-minute wait. It actually kind of was. And dude, regular Haunted Mansion is just, it feels good to have it back.
Okay, so this kind of goes into why we had so good really quick, but I also went on a Haunted Mansion yesterday. And I don't know if it was just for me or for the rest of the ride, but they accidentally left the Christmas time, spiel in my Doom buggy while it was the regular Haunted Mansion.
Like the Christmas sleigh thing, the Black Christmas sleigh. Wait, the whole ride?
In the beginning, where they talk about the wreath, the monster wreath, and when you were going backwards.
Whoa.
And it was the weird. I recorded it on my phone, the sound, but the oddest thing, dude, because it wasn't the whole ride. It was like only specific cues were the Christmas time stuff.
That's so weird. But besides that, it feels good to have it back, right?
It does. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I missed Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. So yeah, we went on that, walked around a bit, and let's walk around. And actually, we went to Pooh Corner right after Winnie the Pooh, because of course, didn't get anything there. I saw something that was like it's not worth the wait in line,
Oh yeah,
that kind of thing. Because they have those cookies that they call brownies, but they look very light for brownies, but they're not in the mobile order.
The circle ones, right? Yeah. That's what I wanted to get one yesterday.
But they're not in the mobile order, but they're there.
So weird.
Annoying. But yeah, we
have
actually
a peppermint one too right now for some weird reason.
Is it peppermint or is it Valentine's
it's peppermint?
Oh, I'm down for the peppermint.
Yeah.
Should have got it. But we actually just, funny enough, sat on a bench outside.
Ah, nice.
It's nice, and no, like you said, no screaming from Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Doors were closed. And then I looked up. Well, I don't know why I looked up what time the fireworks were at, but I know we read in the news that it was going to be the 60th fire Disneyland Forever. It was Mickey's Mixed Magic, and Kimmy had never seen it, so I'm like, you know what? Let's watch fireworks today. So she's like, okay, I'll follow you. So
cool.
we went to Main Street, kind of towards the middle, because you could see the projections on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it might have only been the second time I've seen Mixed Magic on Main Street. Like not off to the side by Matterhorn, that kind of thing.
I think we saw it together on Main Street, no?
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was like a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like 5 of us or something. So,
that was years ago though.
Yeah. That was like Christine and her friend and all that. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's been around a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually really enjoyed it.
That's good.
It was
good.
fun. And Kimmy and I were talking about it on the way out. And I think the reason it keeps coming back, kids love dancing. Kids love party stuff, DJ stuff. Their favorite movies, the favorite songs that they sing probably, nonstop.
Over and over.
Yeah. So I think that's part of it. And like, it doesn't have that whole like, Disneyland is the most magical, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I think even I get tired of that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, Disneyland is sacred. It's like,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I think
it's not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah. And I think the funny thing is I've said it before when Julie Andrews like 60 years ago, blah, 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 orange grows. But then it's just the movies. It's not even about the park. So not that I don't want those to come back, but I actually had fun with it this time.
That's good.
But, it'd be cool to see it change up. Projections, pretty good. I got to say. Almost better than the fireworks. For this one.
Speaking of that, dude, they're literally going off right now.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
It's funny. I could hear it better with the windows closed. Because it blocks out the street sounds. So then I hear
Got it.
Yeah,
it sounds like somebody's taking out the trash.
It's not that bad for me. But have you gone outside and watched them ever?
Nope.
I've seen it on your street. Yeah. You can see it from the front. But anyways, so I had a really good time.
That's good.
Get the fried tamales, 100%. I almost got a drink, but I was like, not today. No, I spent enough money on slushy. So you went.
So I went yesterday for my niece's birthday. It was her first birthday, and my sister wanted to take her to Disneyland. I said, all right, cool. I'll take the day off. And we all went. My mom, my sister, her fiance, my niece, Brandy, and myself. Started at Storytellers, and we had brunch there. There's a name for it. It's like Mickey's Adventure or something. It's essentially brunch, and the Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Chippendale walk around and they wave to the kids. They don't stay at the tables or anything right now, probably because of COVID still. But they walk around and they wave, and the kids like it and stuff. As much as I love Storytellers, the brunch is overpriced. Like, so ridiculously overpriced. It was like $50 a person. And when you think of breakfast at Disneyland, the first thing that always comes to mind is what?
A buffet with bad scrambled eggs?
No. Mickey waffles.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right, the Mickey waffles.
So they have the Mickey waffles, but the area where they have the Mickey waffles is about this big.
What?
It's tiny.
What do you mean?
They have like 10 waffles in a buffet, and there's like a constant line, so they never have waffles. And it's like, it's the best thing there. I was able to, get a couple, and it was the best thing that they had in the whole buffet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't even have like
it was not good. Dude.
I always like when I've walked by that buffet, I'm like, they gotta have good potatoes.
They were decent. They were decent.
Okay. All right. Country potatoes.
Scrambled eggs were actually pretty good. Surprisingly.
I can't with the scrambled eggs that come in a bowl that like everyone else has. Not the gross factor. Just like I make good eggs. So I'm just like, because I make eggs with butter, and all of these taste like oil and salt. And they don't even put the salt.
Yeah. But chilaquiles they had were mediocre. Like everything was just whatever. I was not having it at Storytellers, even though I'm a big Storytellers fan. But looks like just for dinner.
This is the nature of buffets, man.
Yeah,
buffets suck.
But when we were there, I talked to Brittany in advance and her fiance, and I was like, "Hey, you guys don't come here very often, but they got the SoCal ticket. Would you guys want to get Genie Plus for the day?" They're like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "It's Fast Pass." And they're like, well, "How much is it?" I'm like, $20. And they're like, "Yeah, why wouldn't we get it? It's only $20."
See?
I'm like, wow, dude, Disney knows what they're doing. They really do. So we got it. I used it. Okay, so we started in the parks around 11, 12. And we left around 6 or so. It was because I wasn't really feeling good. But we used it nonstop. There wasn't a ride we went on without Genie Plus.
Wow.
Yeah, except Pirates. Sorry, that's the only one.
But that doesn't have it, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't have it, yeah. But we did Big Thunder, Haunted Mansion, Smuggler's Run. We were going to do Space Mountain, but we left. But we had the Fast Pass for it. What else do we do? We even used Lightning Lane for Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's like if it's right there, you get on it, it's valid again, right? So
yeah. But dude, some of these lightning lanes were so long. There are so many people using this thing.
Yeah.
And it really does, affect the standby. Because Buzz Lightyear by itself, 45-minute standby when I was there.
Yeah.
And the lightning lane maybe took like 10 minutes or so. But still, it's really affecting standby.
So I wonder if their windows aren't as good. They're like too many people in each window. And then 2, I read about this and it makes sense. There's so many breakdowns.
Yeah.
That one big ride goes down. That's like in 1 hour, like a couple thousand people.
It's a ripple. It's a big ripple.
And then those lightning lanes are shut down. The regular standby shut down. So everyone does everything else.
Yeah.
And then it's a nightmare.
But yeah, overall it was a pretty good day. A little stressful because I was trying to get everything in. You know, I probably shouldn't have been stressed, but I've been to the point where I literally said I wasn't feeling good, and we took off around 6 or so. We did do the complimentary parking in the Grand Californian for breakfast, and then move the cars to Toy Story.
Oh, that's nice. So you can.
Yeah, it was cool.
You don't really have to walk around constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. And my sister's notoriously late to everything. So I told her that reservations were at 9:15 and they were actually at 9:35 and she showed up at 9:25.
Nice.
So worked out. But yeah, overall good day.
I wish people could see this, the doc. Genie Plus, all caps, all day, baby.
Because it was literally all day.
All right, Rain. So, what time is it?
Pizza time.
You're supposed to say it's, but whatever.
Pizza time.
No, stop saying it.
Because you said it's.
No, I did. I said, what time is it?
It's
pizza time.
There you
pizza
go.
time, baby.
It's time for one last bite. So, Rain, what is the best food you ate this week? Whoa.
Really,
I heard the
2
phone
weeks.
come off the table.
So I'm going to give a honorable mention to, there is a new place. And if you guys are in the Disneyland area, feel free to check this place out in downtown Anaheim. Craft by Smoke and Fire.
I heard about this.
Yes,
I don't know
it's
how.
Smoke and Fire.
Yeah, I know.
You the one that we've had?
I was looking for was it Christian with the wait. Oh, we did mention his write-in.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I normally say Christian with a K because it's fun. When he was asking where to go, and I was Googling, like I forgot the name of something, I saw Craft by Smoke and Fire. So,
dude, straight up 5 stars, 1,000 reviews. Like not 4.5, 5 stars. And the service is amazing. They have a full bar. There's no wait when you go. Dude, it's like the perfect restaurant. Huge. They have a really nice outdoor, really nice indoor. I went with my mom on Thursday and I got the brisket. You can't really see it, but the brisket tacos. Oh my God, dude. They were so big and so filling and like $12 for 3 tacos. That's a runner up though. I don't know if that's my number one because I was so full. I think my number one has got to be, and you're going to be interested in this. It's a place called Cuckoo Chicken, also in Anaheim. They have a crunch wrap-esque teriyaki wrap.
interesting.
But you can kind of see it. I took a picture of half of it.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, but it's like teriyaki, avocado, rice, aioli. So you should be proud of me. And a couple other things in there. Dude, that thing is mind-blowing good. But yeah, it's called Cuckoo Chicken. Check that out. And cheap. It was like $9 and that thing was filling. My God.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like a good weekday thing, Anaheim.
Cuckoo Grill. Sorry,
Okay.
that's what it's called.
All right.
The original fusion teriyaki joint.
So what is your best sweet for the week?
I'm going to give a big shout out to Tillamook Rocky Road ice cream.
Dude, you found the Tillamook.
I found the Tillamook and I just got a original ice cream scooper. You know, the one with like the fluid on the inside so it's easy to scoop.
What? I don't know what this is.
Okay. The original version of the ice cream scooper was made in like the 50s and it hasn't changed at all because it was like a scientific marvel. They have like a heat conductive fluid in the handle. And when you put your hand on it, it heats up the scooper a specific way and it allows you to go through the ice cream really easily. It's the coolest thing, dude.
No, I know. It's just
it's the scooper that's been used the same since the 50s. Not the one with the little handle that goes.
yeah, no, that thing sucks.
No. There's the original ice cream scooper.
How much did this cost?
$25.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Don't dishwash it. It'll mess it up.
Don't dishwash anything. You have hands.
I have hands, yes. And I don't dishwash anymore.
Yeah. Okay. And I've added this now. What was your best drink? We're doing this.
Oh.
Alcoholic or otherwise. It could be anything.
Interesting.
You could have had a pine from
What was the wine that you bought me for my housewarming?
I took a picture. When was-
Okay, please, because I was about to open up a bottle and I was like, I think this is the nice one Kirk bought me, so I didn't want to open it up.
Oh, so you didn't open it?
I didn't open it up yet. No, it was a 2016, no, or
Yeah,
2015.
2016.
Yeah,
Cabernet.
2016.
2016.
Robert Hall.
No, Hoops.
Hoops. Okay,
Cabernet.
got it. Okay, yeah, I didn't open it up because I wanted to share it with somebody. Maybe you, maybe Randy. I don't know. We'll see.
Make some steak and eat it with brandy, or drink it with brandy.
Yeah, maybe.
So then, what was your best drink if it wasn't that?
I think it's gonna be the almond matcha slush.
Nice.
Yeah, because that thing was awesome.
So for me, the best food, I wanted to give a shout out to something silly. What did I eat? I had some good tacos, but it wasn't that. I do Friday. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to the Humble Cheese Pizza.
From where?
Domino's.
Oh, okay.
It tastes different than pepperoni
It does.
pizza.
It does.
You
It
taste
totally
the
does.
cheese.
Yeah.
I was at my cousin's, it wasn't a party. It was just like his birthday. And we weren't like, it was that, should we go out? Should we not? Because they live in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
And Kev brought a bunch of Golden Road beer because it's free. I think it was free. So it's like, we need food. And I'm like, I'm going to order pizza. Because it's the one thing that'll just show up.
Yeah.
The Humble Cheese Pizza. But best food I ate this week, my dad made A5 Japanese Wagyu steak.
Wow. How was it?
It's something else, man. It's not even steak. It's butter.
I need to try
it's
this.
butter that tastes like steak.
Wow.
I'm going to send you.
That's the $99 a pound one, right?
Yeah. I think it was
From
a little.
Costco?
Yeah. It was a little bit more than 2 pounds. And it was like $214.
Holy cow.
Now, I don't eat this every week, everyone.
What if you overcook it?
You don't, dude. You put it on a skillet for like 10 seconds. Like, here, let me send you the raw one. And this is like, so it had a ton of like, white fat.
Yeah.
Some of it, this picture, it has salt and pepper on this one. Some of it actually, there was more before, but it melted in the room temperature. Like,
so do you just keep a thermometer in the whole time, or?
he actually, normally you stab a steak, the juice comes out and all that.
Yeah.
He has these Bluetooth thermometers because, of course.
Of course he does, dude.
So he put the thermometers in before he started cooking them. And then he put them on a skillet and flipped it with tongs.
Yeah.
And so you just slice it real thin and you got to eat like tiny bites because there's so much fat.
Wow.
So yeah, this was 2 of these steaks between the 6 of us. Kimmy tried it. She loved it too. It's butter, dude. It is butter that tastes like beef. Like,
wow.
it's
That's
crazy.
amazing.
I texted you some pictures. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Like,
Wow.
look at the marbling on that. And real good. But you can't just eat that as your meal. So we had like kebab and stuff on the side. Like chicken. Like just chicken. Because this is heavy. Like, it was too much food, actually. But yeah, super good.
So this is too much for, let's say I do this for like Valentine's. For Brandy and I.
If you guys got one steak, like, I don't know if you'd be able to finish it. Those two, you don't sit there and cut this like a steak. First of all, dude, he was like just dropping the knife on it and it was just cutting through.
Holy
It was
cow.
easier to cut through than cold butter. Like, I know warm butter is warm butter, but it just right through, especially with your brand new knives.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't, that's not a Valentine's thing. That's like you're celebrating a person thing. Because you got to kind of have that on the side.
Yeah.
It's so much. Yeah. And Costco only sells 2 of them. Now, if they did just sell one and you have a cast iron, I would do it. And maybe it's, oh no, he froze again.
No. I'm just really still. I was just listening to
Dude, no, I don't know. You know what? I wonder if it, like, the compression holds you still because you haven't really moved.
It's because my eye doesn't close, dude.
So yeah, if it was just one, you probably can. You feel a little full, but whatever, it's special. But 2 of them, you can't. And yeah, he actually tried to put the skillet on the grill outside. You can't grill it; the fat will just melt. And it got too hot. He actually just cooked it on the stovetop on a skillet, cast iron. But yeah, really good. It's something special. And this is funny. The best sweet I had was also at my parents' house. My mom it was like a brownie, but like a cakey brownie covered in a layer of fudge that was like as thick as the brownie. I think she said this whole thing, which is like, let's say the size of 13, 14-inch laptop. It's smaller than that. Let's say it's a 9x9. I think she said it was like $1.38. This thing was so good, dude.
Wow. From
just,
where?
I don't know. It looked like Trader Joe's, but it wasn't. Like, she only goes to Sprouts, but it looked like it was from Food for Less.
Huh.
You know what
All
I mean?
right.
Like, because the Sprouts is next to her, but it looked like a Ralph's Food for Less type thing.
Yeah.
Less than $2. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And I ate way too much of this. Like, we had a knife, but you may as well just stick a spoon in this thing and eat it. It was ridiculous because it hit you over the head with chocolate, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But yeah, delicious stuff. Even though brownies should not have fudge on them, it was like cake. And of course, my favorite drink was also the almond milk matcha slush.
Nice.
But I need to get what you had at your housewarming. Truly peach tea.
Oh, you liked them?
Dude, I told Kimmy we're going to be here a while because I'm going to drink 3 of these. I drank a peach, a lemon, and then went back to the peach again.
Nice.
It tastes like Snapple.
Nice. Yeah, they're really good.
Straight up Snapple. But yeah, almond milk matcha slush, ridiculously. I could not stop drinking it. It didn't make it off the table. Like, it was too good. Every last drop of it. Amazing. So, and our last little topic. Said little twice. Bad places to eat for a date. So, this is not just Disneyland. I'm not opposed to the little fast food date. You know, like In-N-Out, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Even McDonald's. But not, I guess if it was McDonald's, you got to take it somewhere, you know? But you can't eat at a McDonald's with a play place.
Unless they have the Nintendo 64s. Then it's acceptable.
But those kids are running around sockless all over the restaurant. The front two.
Nasty, dude.
The first one that comes to mind is the one by Ralph's in Whittier. That there used to be a Sega Benz across the
I remember that one.
But they also had the N64.
I would go to the one in Almond off of Valley when I was growing up, but they had 4 N64s with Kirby on one of them and the Crystal Shards or something. Oh my God, dude. Chef's kiss to that game. God.
Where would you never go on a date?
White Castle.
Yeah.
That's nasty, dude.
No. You can't go to
I went there once when Brandy and I were in Vegas. Ooh. Oh.
I liked White Castle, but we were starving and mildly drunk. So, and I went with my friends, so it wasn't weird. Shout out to Eric and James.
You know what? Like one of those like hole in the wall burger places.
Like Express Burger.
Yeah. Not a good place. Not a good place for a date.
Great place otherwise.
Yeah.
Dude, I was at work and someone was asking about zucchini or some burger or whatever, right? And my uncle, he was like, oh, it's just like Express Burger. And I looked at him like, why do you think that's a thing everyone knows about? And he's like, you're right.
Yeah, it's just that little pocket of Whittier, North Whittier.
So good. So good. I gotta head out. I gotta go there.
I haven't had it in years.
I feel like you can go to Chick-fil-A, but you can't go to Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
Too many Gen Zers flying around.
Too many. And they're dirty. The insides are dirty.
Dude, the one over here is fine. The tables stay wet. I think that's what it is. There's the ring from the drink. But the one over here is clean.
Is it?
But it's
the one by Brandy's house in Lakewood? Oh my God. Or Brandy's parents' house? It's weird.
I don't
really
know.
Bad.
Let's see. IHOP. You can't.
But Denny's is acceptable after going out. Like if you go to a bar or something,
okay,
late night, 12 midnight, Denny's is kind of cute.
But not IHOP.
Not IHOP. No. And it's a ripoff. IHOP is the biggest ripoff.
Yeah, dude, it is. It is. Denny's
it's like $16 for bad breakfast.
Yeah, Denny's you can find something. But you can go to like Red Robin on a date.
Yeah.
As long as you know what it is. You're not like, hey, I'm gonna take you out. And then you go to Red Robin, But yeah, no IHOP. Definitely. I'm just like thinking of places around my house. Because everything's here. You definitely can't go to Rubio's.
No.
You can,
Chili's,
you can maybe pull off Chili's if you sit at the bar.
Yeah.
But you can't.
And you get a Presidente.
Oh, what?
Presidente margarita.
I don't know what that is, but I feel like
It's a $5 margarita.
I gotta walk in and be like, I want a Presidente and chicken fingers.
Oh, they'll know. Yeah, that's the usual.
But no Applebee's.
No.
No. You can't.
No riblets.
Once you are no longer 16, you can't go to Rocky Cola Cafe.
You know it closed?
Yeah, that's okay.
I didn't.
It says temporarily, but
Dude, the guy who I just got a new AC installed in my living room,
ooh.
and he used to work with us at the company, and his son came, and he went to Bosco. His son, I actually helped him get like a scholarship and stuff through Coach H when he called me. It was a crazy thing, but he helps him do construction, and he's like, "Oh, I have to leave right now because I'm going to go work." And I was like, "Oh, where do you work at?" And he's like, "Oh, I work at a restaurant." And I was like, "Where?" And he's like, "Uptown." It's like, "Where?" Rusty Monk.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, dude. Whoa, I've been to Rusty Monk." And yeah, he was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, Rocky Cola's closed down." And I was like, "Oh my God, that was my childhood."
But you can't, even if it was open, you can't go back.
No. It's just it's a memory up here now.
Yeah. It's not good. Like you can't go to I had it. It
Like
was
Millie's.
What's Millie's?
It's like a Coco's.
Was that they had one in
Caro's.
They had one in Anaheim, right?
Down in Covina, that's right. I know.
I think it was Millie's in Anaheim.
Hmm.
'Cause I know someone used to work there. But it was I don't know what it was. Now they replaced it with a hotel. Something like that. With a Puesto where you should go. Puesto, good date. It's a fancy tacos. And there's
Nice.
one in Anaheim. And I think I had one last one. Okay. The fast food lightning round. You can go to In-N-Out. You can pull off Chick-fil-A, and you could do Taco Bell, but you cannot do Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box. Those interiors are just no. McDonald's, I don't think you could do McDonald's. You could do a McDonald's picnic if you're just like being quirky, you know.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah, and for my final place, you cannot go on a date. Olive Garden.
Arguable.
And with that,
thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
See you real soon. Bye.
Bye.